Well, off camera, the conversations are so funny. But anyway, we're going to get that humor back on the show, and then we can wrap up in a few minutes. But he's an industrious media personality, and just like Emefa says, has the ambition to become the future president of this country. Is that true?
I heard you've been nursing president's aide, haven't you?
That's so untrue.
So if we give you the role
how could you
yes,
on a morning show like this,
announce
on a fantastic morning show like
announce your interest to become president?
Pretend to be this. I can't.
If you had a chance,
such a hyperbole.
If you had a chance to be president, would you?
I tell you what.
Yes.
The most important thing is to concentrate on doing your bit.
Yes.
What is ahead of you is what you chop.
Okay.
You should never, ever. I think it's a travesty to want to be president of this country. Such a hard job, you know, that it's only people who are prepared for years who can even think up the opportunity of becoming president.
Okay, so let's come to you after you're an MP then.
Yeah.
Maybe your first or second time.
You never know. I mean, the vicissitudes of life, you know. And so I think it's great. Look. So, for example, we had a Vision 2020, right? Which was great. We needed to have been, we needed to have chopped it in bits, you know, to try and get there through a medium-term vision. But what we did was, okay, look at this holistic picture, like the way the African Union has Agenda 2063, and then everybody seems to be gravitating towards that. Without the hinges, that will make it work in 5 years.
Okay,
in 10 years,
before
in
my
15
viewers
years.
even get lost,
So,
Kojo.
So I think it's such a travesty to want to be president.
I agree.
You know,
There's no argument here. We agree. There's no argument.
Yeah, okay, there's no argument.
Now we know you so much on TV, but how long have you been doing politics?
So I think we're all political. I think you're political. You know, so in active politics, we want to do active politics. I think this is about 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
You know, this is when I really got ingrained. But I've been doing back-end stuff in the political space for well over 10 years. You know, so I didn't think I'll be thrust to the fore like I have been, but. Yes, I've been interested. See, so what's politics, right? So the way we should think about politics is governance or the management of the public space.
But because you know what, I'm going to come into details, but I just want to have your word. Would you promise me that you'll come here to next week Monday, please, on TV? Please promise. Look here. Look into this camera.
Emefa, you're so difficult to say no to.
I know.
But I can't say. You know why? Because I've just come from Winchi, for example.
Are you going back?
I came in last night,
weekend?
and I'm going back next week.
Please do, just as she did.
And I can't say for sure.
There are 5 million people
I'm heartbroken.
with multi-TV digiboxes.
I haven't said I want.
Watching the scene.
See, I haven't said.
You cannot disappoint 5 million people.
I haven't said I want, and I haven't said I will.
Yes.
That
is a politician speaking.
That's the
I got it right there.
Now,
I haven't said I want, I won't, and I haven't said I will either.
No. So let's just be tentative about it.
Yeah.
What I can say for sure is that I'm going to be on the show by any means necessary. I will be back here. This is such a lovely set. The people are lovely. I see so many people I know. You know, I've been hanging with Jay for how many years now? Emefa, I've known you for how many years now? It feels like home. It feels really good to be here.
It sure does.
I can't say if it will be next week, but I will definitely be here. And if it's next week, it will be fantastic.
Absolutely. If it's next week or any other day that you're going to come, then we are going to go to the other side of you, what you were doing, you know, on TV and on radio and all of that. But one question before Jay takes me up. Are you sure you'd be able to unseat that professor?
Professor Jambafo?
Yes.
I think he's contributed his quota. You know, it's been 16 years of him at the helm of affairs in Winchi.
Yes, since 1995.
He's contested again, which is admirable.
Right.
He wants to be there for 20 years, which is admirable again. But you see, the beautiful thing about democracy, and people say this democratic experiment, I don't think it's an experiment anymore. I think it's our life.
Right.
The beautiful thing about this democratic life that we live is that every 4 years you need to go and account to the people. And so it's a contest of ideas, right? So Professor Jambafo represents a certain vision, represents a certain way of doing things, we also represent a certain vision and a certain way of doing things.
Okay.
And we believe that we can begin to incubate Winchi in a different way.
Okay.
We believe that we can invest ideas, we can invest a vision, we can invest a certain know-how that will make Winchi pop. So,
but the reality on the ground is that you're going to need some sort of funding in all this. Isn't it going to be the same story as politicians would clearly say?
I'll tell you what.
Tell me what. I have 2 minutes to hear this.
I'll tell you two beautiful things which have been an absolute shocker for me.
One is everyone in 60 seconds.
One is the cost involved in this, and the magnitude of the problems people have.
Yeah.
The other one is the unbelievable support that can come your way. So,
are you seeing the support already? Are you seeing it?
The support
coming already?
Yeah, it's been amazing. I'll tell you a beautiful story. So they put it on our platform. This is a very intimate kitchen cabinet platform that, look, we need to go and give some clothes to some people. Because see, when you engage the delegates, when you engage people on the ground, you realize that you need to energize the ground because there are problems and you want to be able to solve those problems. So they put it on our platform that, look, we need some used clothes to give. So if you have clothes that you want to give out, somebody said, okay, well, you know what? Somebody just called me. I asked the person, he's going to give us 5 bales to be able to take to the constituency. I think this is incredible. And we keep meeting such support along the way. So
in your next interview with us, I'm going to be asking about sustainability. Yeah. Should it always be used clothes? You should be able to empower the people to buy their clothes.
It shouldn't always be used clothes.
I'm coming to you.
So the big things that we need to think about in this country is really the capacity to envision, the capacity to make people become what they can become, achieve their potential. That's what it is. But you always need to work from the known to the unknown. So you want to put some clothes on the back of the person. We're not even thinking just use clothes. Well, there's cloth for the women. There's suits.
God.
There's
I really wanted to have this conversation.
There's many things that we want to put in the skip. There's scholarships that we want to give. There's businesses that we want to set up. But
we'll see you tomorrow at 11 a.m.
But you guys didn't make me say hello to the people of Winchi.
No, we're not going to make you say hello.
You guys are cheating me out. You guys are cheating me out. Okay, guys. See ya. Can I at least end the show?
Yes, you can end the show.
Can I at least end the show?